Hi, I'm here to talk about Friday, March 14th, 2025. It's the day after the eclipse, the full moon eclipse in Virgo, and I'm just wondering, how are you all feeling? I know that for me, the lunations make me feel kind of wiped out. Definitely full moons, I feel kind of like been put through the ringer. And especially those of us who have mutable placements and mutable angles, I'm sure that there has been a lot of situations and stories that have come to our awareness around the things that we need to release for this cycle. So, get to releasing them, right? With a sense of forgiveness for oneself around perhaps the things that you have stood for far too long that just need to be let go of, or the things that you have hesitated cutting off from your life in order for you to be, more accepted, or to kind of go the easy route, or to be a little bit too depreciating of yourself. We all deserve more and we deserve better in our lives. We are dealing with, I think it's kind of a bit of a chill day for Friday. There's a nice trine and sextile, the moon and the sun to Uranus, kind of bringing some hits of intuition and new, fresh ideas that could possibly be popping up in our dreams. And so when you wake up, if you remember your dreams, maybe write those things down. We are, after all, in these really kind of mystical, fated times. And so our dreams could be offering us some messages, especially around what the eclipse has had for us, or what it means for us, or what it is calling us to do. Because we also have to remember that sometimes eclipses can be course corrections in our life as well. At 10:47 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we do have the moon in Virgo, the very last degrees, opposing that Neptune in Pisces. And so, with the opposition, we could have a moment of feeling incredibly emotionally sensitive. There could be something almost like a purging or a releasing, like a deep emotional release that happens at this time, almost to the point of maybe feeling overwhelmed or confused. This could be a bit of a confusing aspect as well, especially for people that aren't necessarily super sensitive in their day. So they could be feeling a bit heady or discombobulated. So just kind of keep your eyes out for that particular period of time, which is just, middle of the morning, I would say. Around these periods of time, there could be a potential to be emotionally taken advantage of a little bit. At noon, though, we have the moon entering Libra, and the void, of course, ends, which is fantastic. Now that the moon is in Libra, she's definitely answering to that Venus in Aries that is just chop, chop, snip, snip, got to do my thing. But the moon in Libra is communicative, and she is social, and she does want to bring some sort of balance and harmony to the situation that's going on. And so, you know, there there's definitely some relationship stuff that's coming up when she goes into Libra, of course, Libra being a relationship sign. And so this particular transit, especially after this eclipse, can really have to do with how we're showing up in relationships and what we need to do to go forward. Cool. 6:26 p.m. we have the moon in Libra will trine Pluto. So this is the ability to go a little bit deeper. Right? So, whatever one of the smaller planets or the faster planets, pardon me, goes and touches Pluto, Pluto goes, hey, I need you to eliminate something. I need you to get deeper, go deeper, drop further into the earth and understand. I need you to get a little bit obsessed with what I'm kind of trying to pull out of you for a moment so that it can be like fully purged and released. And so, again, when this has to do with their two social signs, Libra being social, and same with Aquarius being about the people. So, this is about the relationships and the people. This can be about, harmonizing and detaching. There could be a call from Pluto to detach from the ways that we have possibly been a little bit too codependent, perhaps, or It's just asking us to feel deeper into the situation before we make any choices that we need to make. The big player of the day, as we're going through this and we're still going to remain in eclipse season for a while longer, is that Mercury is now retrograde at 11:46 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So just to remind you, when Mercury is retrograde, in general, this is a time where we want to kind of slow down about how we are thinking, processing, speaking, how we're choosing to connect with other people with our words, written or otherwise. So you're going to want to make sure that you proofread that email before you send it. Or if you are invited to have a conversation that is probably about relationships and how you're showing up in relationships, that you take a moment to kind of chew on what you're communicating before you just kind of shoot from the hip and speak too emotionally. We're going to have to go back over some old territory now, some conversations that we've had in previous weeks, right? Because Mercury is going to go all the way back into Pisces. And so all of these kind of conversations and things that we have had come up for ourselves are fair game. So just know that. Be careful about signing anything too fast. Just read everything. Think extra. Slow down a little bit more. And just kind of watch your emotions before you shoot from the hip. And so without further ado, I hope that Friday is, mostly really pleasant for you and you're able to rest and go into the weekend with a clear heart and clear mind around the things that you have had to release over the last few days for this eclipse season. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, thank you for listening to today's Astro Weather with me. I'm Sydney. As a reminder, I'm always open to seeing both new and my beloved returning clients. My website is ddastrology.com, that is D as in dog, astrology.com, to check me out and just click the email buttons in order to schedule with me. If you're into a more conversational feel with your podcast and content, I have a podcast called BS Astrology with my fellow Mercurial Mommy Bender, and we put out episodes every Sunday for the week. Just search BS Astrology on YouTube or wherever you enjoy listening to your podcasts, including Spotify, Audible, and more. Have a good day.